Hey there, introverts and deep thinkers. Welcome to Introverts Unmuted, the podcast where we prove that quiet doesn't mean invisible and deep thoughts deserve a mic. If you've ever felt drained by small talk, mastered the art of sneaking out of the room, or wished the world understood the magic of solitude, this is your space. We're diving into everything from navigating social energy to embracing creativity, confidence, and the unique power of being an introvert. So get comfy, plug in, let's turn up the volume on our quiet confidence. I'm Amber Hansel, and this is Introverts Unmuted. Now, let me guess. You sat there staring at someone's name in your DMs, on your leads list, or in your CRM and thought, I don't want to annoy them. What if I come off pushy? I know I can help them, but this just feels awkward. If that's you, you are 100% not alone. I've been there many times. And I have done lead gen and engagement for other people. I completely get this feeling. You have something valuable to offer, something that can actually help people. But that internal resistance, that cringe feeling in your gut, it can stop you cold in your tracks. Today, I want to help you change that. Not by pushing you to just get over it, send more messages, because that's not helpful. But I want to give you tools, a mindset shift, and a framework that actually makes outreach feel aligned and authentic the way you want it to. So here's what we're going to walk through in this episode. The mindset shift that changed how I think about outreach completely and made it feel like service, not selling. A simple 3-step framework you can use to start leading conversations naturally. And finally, a daily confidence practice. So whether you're just starting out in business or you're looking to refine how you can connect with leads, especially as an introvert, this is going to give you a new lens and some really good tools. So before we get into what to say, we need to address how you think about what you're doing. Here's the problem most people face with outreach. They think of it as a transactional ask, like, hey, would you like to buy from me? No wonder that feels gross. But what if we can reframe that? What if outreach is less like cold pitching, more like extending a helping hand? So here's the shift. You're not selling, you're serving. You're not bothering people, you're inviting them into something that could solve a real problem in their life or business. I know that sounds simple, but it's such a game changer when you actually believe it. Well, let me share a story with you. So a while back, I noticed someone who'd been consistently engaging with my content. They were always liking, sometimes commenting. You could just tell, like something was resonated. I wanted to reach out, but the inner voice kicked in. Don't be weird. Don't make it about business. Don't pitch too soon. But I challenged myself. I messaged her something simple and genuine. I said, hey, I always use names. I really appreciate you showing up in my little corner of the internet. I actually have an idea that could help with something that she had posted about, want me to share. She replied, absolutely. And that conversation turned into a client relationship. Later, she told me, I'm so glad you reached out. I didn't know how to ask for help. And that's the moment that I remember. There are people waiting for you to reach out and they just don't know it yet. So let's move into the how. Because once your mindset shifts, you need the actual structure to follow through. So this is this 3-step framework I teach inside my Confident Client Flow program, and I use it myself. So permission-based opening. So this is the key. You're not just dropping a sales pitch out of nowhere. You're going to start with human moments that invite a response. So, hey, Sarah, whatever the name, I saw your post about struggling with X. Mind if I share something that's helped a few of my clients with that exact thing? Or, hey, I wrote a blog post on that recently, or I have a podcast episode on that, or I just read a book. So it sets a tone of respect. You're not barging in, you're knocking gently and asking permission. and it activates curiosity, and people love to say yes to curiosity. Next, you're going to lead with value. So once they give that green light, you're going to share something that actually helps. No strings attached, no gatekeeping. So it could be one shift that's worked really well for my clients is focusing on insert your tip. It's helped them go from your pain to a small win. Might be worth a try. You're showing that you are already a resource. Whether or not they ever buy anything from you, you're building trust. And by the way, this doesn't have to be a huge revelation. All the small wins count. You're just starting a relationship. You're not closing $1 million deal. Now, we're going to do a confident close. And this is where most people freeze up. You've offered the value. How do you transition into the offer without feeling like you're twisting their arm or you're being sleazy? So trying something like, if that's something you want more support with, I'd be happy to chat about how I could help. It's soft, it's clear, it's pressure-free. You're not saying, buy now. You're saying, let's talk if you want to. That kind of energy, it's magnetic, especially for aligned clients who don't want to be sold to, but do want help. As introverts, you're going to attract other introverts, and we don't always want to be sold to. Most people don't want to be sold to. We just want help. So let's talk about consistency, because confidence doesn't come from waiting, it comes from doing. So every day, and I've used this and I recommend this to clients, the 1-minute voice note challenge. So once a day, send a voice note to a friend, a fellow business owner, yourself, your coach. Talk about your offer casually, like you're recommending a favorite coffee or book. This could be, hey, so I've been working with a few clients on simplifying their launch process, and I realized how often people overthink the prep. I've been helping them cut their planning time in half, and it's just been so freeing. Just had to share. This builds your internal fluency and external confidence. So do it for a week, and you're going to start sounding less like you're pitching and more like you're sharing exciting news that you're passionate about. So let's recap on my very quick lesson here. Outreach doesn't have to be salesy. When you shift your mindset from I'm bothering them to I'm offering something valuable, everything changes. Using the 3-step outreach framework to open up doors without the pressure and build that confidence muscle daily, one casual voice note at a time. Now, if you're ready to practice this with structure, feedback, and a supportive program, that's exactly what we do inside Confident Client Flow for introverts. This program is designed for introverts who want to attract, connect, and convert their dream clients without pretending to be extroverts. If that sounds like your vibe, let's send me a DM with the word confident or anything, and just let's chat when you're ready. And let's take the cringe out of sales and turn it into connection. Thanks for tuning in to Introverts Unmuted. Keep showing up, keep serving, and keep trusting your quiet power.